All right, guys, this is a quick tutorial on how to use Google Classroom. Okay, so I'm going to take you through everything. Hopefully, if you've never used Google Classroom, this is a perfect chance and a perfect opportunity for you to learn how to do that. Okay, everything that I'm going to do is going to be from the student perspective. So you're not going to see what I see or what I'm able to do as a teacher. Um, so just for the sake of simplicity. All right, let's begin. So the first thing is you're going to come here. If you want to join a new class, okay, you click on the plus button right here. You click on where it says join class. You guys aren't a teacher, so there's no reason for you to click on create class ever. So you join a class, and then there is a code. So your teacher will have a code, a class code. You type that up. That's typically right here, 5 to 7 letters or numbers, no spaces. So you make something up, yada yada. They'll give you that code, no problem. Okay, so once you have done that, again, it's going to ask for one, but let's say I made up one, and then I click join, and that's what allowed me to join the classes. Okay, so number one, this is how to join a class. Okay, so you're gonna need to get a class code in order to do that. All right, so you got your class code. You would hit join. You're ready. You're set to go. This is just for an example, so I don't have one. But as you can see, I'm already enrolled in one of the classes. This is just a sample class that I set up just so that you get an idea of how yours might look. All right. So here's a cool thing. Number one, if you click on the whatever next assignment is always going to be popping up here, and this lets you know what's going to be due. What are my next assignments and so forth. If I click on it, it automatically is going to take me to that specific assignment. Okay, we're going to go back. So if I said, oh yeah, this is due on Monday. I need to work on that. Boom, let's get started. I can work on it right away. All right, so it's going to take me to that. If you just want to see your English, just to open this section right here. It says open your work for English sample class. It's going to take you to the work section. And so you can see, okay, I've been assigned this, I've been assigned that. Okay, all right, great. This is what I need to do. And you can get started on it right away. If you want to know something that you're missing right now, I don't have any current thing missing. You can click on the missing and it will show you. If I return something to you, the teacher returns something to you, you can find it in that section. Assigned, if it's been assigned. Here's the status of it. This shows you the due date of it, and then the title of the assignment, what day, and everything that it was assigned. Okay, so that's where there. We're going to go ahead and go back to we're going to go back to our classes, so so you can see the beginning. All right, so that's a little bit of that. If I want to go to immediately to what I call a folder, and it's called Google Drive, I click on this button here, and what that's going to do is going to take me immediately to my Google Drive. Okay, and from here I can see all my assignments, things that I was working on, yada yada, all of that kind of stuff. This is just here to show you how to really just how to use Google Drive. Google Drive is, again, it's just like a folder. It's just electronically. So it shows here things that you've shared with other people. Again, you guys shouldn't be sharing a lot of things, but we might do peer editing where you might share a paper with another peer. And so I will show you how to share things and that kind of stuff later. But right now, that's not part of this tutorial. You can also delete things there. You just click it, boom, delete it, all of that. And then this will show you what your drive, what everything like that looks like. Okay, you guys won't look anything like this. This is just an example. All right, to get out of here, what you basically need to do is just X out of that. Okay, now we're back to here. All right, most of the time, guys, you're just going to click on the actual class. Okay, once you click on the class, it's going to show you're automatically going to be taken to the stream site. Okay, the stream tab right here. Okay, now most teachers are going to have a welcoming message. So, for example, I have something like this. This is an actual one of the classes. I have something. Hey guys, how's it going? Here's some videos that you can watch, yada yada, and so forth. Okay, all the stream stuff that's going to be up there. Now, if I apologize. Let's go back. So if the teacher actually puts new stuff up, or the new assignment has been assigned and everything, it's actually going to show up here, and you can click on it, and it'll take you to that site. However, though, a lot of teachers like to have all this stuff not build up, So a lot of their notifications of new things that they do or they switch something, they don't want all of that be in the stream area. So so that's often you won't see that. Instead, this will be customized to whatever your teacher has a preference for. But mine, this will look different for each of the teachers. Now, the main thing that you want to go to is where it says classwork, okay? And again, this right here, pay attention to this area because it's letting you know, what assignments are going to be coming up due. And then again, you saw how all I had to do was view all, and then they sent me to my kind of my work area, my to-do list, okay? Another thing that you can do is click on your to do, and it will let you know, hey, for all the classes, if there's a specific class that you want to know what you need to do, it's going to go ahead. You can click on it, it'll let you know what you need to do. Well, what have you completed? You can click on this, and again, it would pop up. This student, you know, myself here, my fictional student that I am, has not done any work yet. So that's why it says you haven't finished anything. Okay, still got work to do. Okay, so to go back there, we just basically click on back here, and then we can click on our English sample class, and it takes us back to where we need to go. All right, so now we're going to go to our classwork section. Okay, so in our classwork section, the main thing that we're going to need to do is this is where all of our work is. Okay, so if you need to find what daily task or whatever work or assignment that you have, that you're going to find it here. Now, under the topic, there's typically the week that you are, along with some type of a date. So week 2 was August, you know, 10th through 14th. This just helps you know, keep track of what date. So if you were absent on this date, Wednesday, August, somewhere between here on a Wednesday, you should be able to find it here, okay? Now, the way that I do it, like a bell ringer in my class is a daily assignment. So that's why this is Monday through Friday. It says on that. But typically, most of the assignments will have just the date that it is and then the title of the assignment. Okay, so that's there. But let's take a look at this. So here you can see all of the topics. Topics are these, and then these are, I call these modules, these little different assignments that go under each week. Okay, and you should be able, as you go, you can just directly look at them, and it will actually open all the work for you. It'll streamline the process, and it'll let you know that it's been assigned. Again, this is the status. Once you turn in, this will flip on that says turn in, and so forth. Please make sure you go through and read directions. Okay, I try to be as helpful as I can to show you how to do the assignment. Okay, but that's what that one is about. So you have all the topics. Okay, so that's stream. We got classwork, people. There's really not much for you to look here. All this is telling you is basically all of your fellow students that are in this class. There's nothing really there for you to really pay much attention to. So won't worry about that very much. Okay, so let's go back to that. Let's go back to our classwork. Okay, again, this is a link to Google Calendar. I do want to draw your attention to here. If I click on it, it's going to send me to Google Calendar. And the purpose of this, now I have kind of a monthly overview. And the reason I have a monthly overview is because that's what the settings here that I have it set on. Okay, if I just want the days work, okay, this will let me know my schedule. Again, not much is happening because there's not a lot due this day. Okay, then I can see it for the whole week just to see, okay, what do I have that's going to be due this week, and so forth. So I can see that. And then I have my month. And then my month is going to say, oh, okay, great. Looks like I have an assignment that's going to be due on Friday by 11:58. I have another one that's coming due on Monday 11:58 on the 10th. So I need to make sure that I get to work into these assignments. Okay, and I wouldn't go any further than this. You don't really need to see a year in advance. It makes absolutely no sense. So I would try to stick with either the day one or the week one, and possibly the month one. That might be helpful for you, just so you can kind of get a broad understanding of assignments coming up and everything. But I wouldn't go any more for a year and so forth. That gets too detailed. Okay. All right. So let's go back. So to go back, just simply X out of that. And now we're back to where we need to be. So that is the Google Calendar. This is a link to your Google Drive. Again, nothing here. We've already seen this. So there's not going to spend a whole lot of time here. This right here tells you exactly just all of your assignments, your folders, all that kind of stuff are there. Again, that's there. This one, we've already talked about Google Calendar. click on this one, and it's going to tell you to view your work. It's going to tell you the status of something. So if I say, oh, this assignment is missing, you can scroll down, you can find it, all that kind of stuff. Very, very good. That's all this right here. Okay, it's going to be listed to you. Again, there's only 2 assignments here. Obviously, I'm just starting out as a student here, so there's not going to be very much assignment. But as the year progresses, there's going to be more. Okay, so let's go back. So to go back, just click on this right here, and now we're back to the main page that we need. All right, so back to the classwork. The next thing that I do want to point out and show you is how to turn in an assignment, okay? So if you click on this right here, this is the screens given. So let's say I was working on this. This is my bell ringer. It's been assigned. It tells me the due date is right here. It tells me when the teacher posted it and all so forth, okay? To work on it, I can click on this right here. If I click on it, though, this is just going to give me a review of kind of what the assignment is. Again, make sure you go through and read the directions, but most importantly, click on where it says view assignment. That's what you want. It's going to tell you the due date here. It's going to tell me my point value over here, how much this is worth. I can see my links. I have my directions up here, the title. I can tell that this is a weekly assignment because it's Monday through Friday, and so forth. All right, so what you're going to do, let's say I go through and I work this out and everything. Then let's say this was an assignment where I needed to make my own copy of it. Okay. So again, I'm going to just show you real quick how to kind of go through, make your own copy and do the whole thing. So here's how to do that. So you're going to click on this. All right. And what it's going to do is it's going to create your own copy for you. Okay. Sometimes though, you're not able to edit. Okay. So first of all, some be very careful of PDFs. They really, really mess up your, the formatting of your paper. So sometimes though, if you look at me, okay, I'm able to edit it. Sometimes you're not able to. So when you're not able to edit, it'll say view only mode. You'll come up here, okay, and you'll go to file, and then it'll say make a copy, okay? So make a copy of this. And what I want you to do is typically you're going to write your name. So Mr. Watson's, you know, bell ringer week 29. I hit on OK. Okay, I've already got a copy, obviously, so I don't need to do this, but this is just an example. You would label it with your name, okay, with your name. Make sure you label it with your name, and then you click on OK. All right, so I'm going to, for the purpose of this, I will go ahead and do that. I'm going to hit on OK for this, for the bell ringer. Now I've got my own copy, and just so I don't get confused, I can go ahead and just, X, I can go ahead and just X this out, this previous one, just so I don't have 2 of them up and become confused myself. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, now I can edit, I can go through and do the assignment. Let's say I went through, I did this assignment, I'm ready to turn it in. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the assignment itself. Okay, right here there's a tab that says add or create. Okay, and mark as done. Okay, so first of all, if you didn't upload the assignment, do not mark as done, okay? That doesn't make any sense. So what you're going to do is don't do this. Do not do this. Mark as done. It's going to say you didn't attach work to Monday, so your teacher will just see it's done, okay? Don't do that, okay? The teacher does see that it's done, but you know what the teacher will do? The teacher will just return it back to you and then comment over here, please upload, work, yada, yada, okay? What's the point on doing that? So don't just mark done, all right? Don't be that student that does that. Instead, you're going to unsubmit it, okay? You're going to unsubmit, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go find it. We have to go find it. Do not just click on docs, okay? If you click on docs, what happens is that it uploads a blank doc right there. And so when the teacher goes to open yours, this just see a blank doc. So don't click on this. Don't just click on any of these. What instead it will do is just a blank doc up there, and we don't want that, okay? So instead, you have to find it. So what you're going to do is you're going to find it. Remember how we went through and we saved it? So Mr. Watson's bell ringer, we found it. It's there. I click on where it says insert. Once I insert it, now what it's doing is it's uploading it there. Okay, I've completed the assignment. Again, yada yada. We're pretending that Mr. Watson did this assignment. Okay, as a student, don't pretend you would actually do the assignment, but the purpose here is just for an example to show you how to turn it in, okay? Once you have completed. I've uploaded something, I click on turn in. It's going to say, oh, are you sure you want to turn in this attachment? Absolutely. I click on turn in, and then I give it a second to do that, and my status goes in right here. It says turned in. Okay, so it went from missing, or it went from assigned to turn in. Okay, if I want to, I made a mistake, I want to unsubmit it, I just click on it, I unsubmit it, and everything. If you have to unsubmit a paper, please note that it's going to show as a missing assignment, especially if it's after it's been due. It will show as a missing assignment. So please, be careful of that. Only upload work that you're ready to go. Okay, so that's how to do it. That's how to do that. That's how to turn in an assignment. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. These are the basics of how to do, how to use Google Classroom. If there's anything else I forgot to mention, I can create another video. But these are the general gist of things that you're going to do. I did want to show you one last thing, and that's how, if I'm asking you to go ahead and create a presentation or something, I forgot to mention that you would go to your Google Drive folder, and then you can click on where it says new up here. Okay, give it a second to kind of upload itself. Once you click on the new right here, it's going to click, you can click on Google Slides, and it will open a Google slide for you. So let's say I did that. Okay, I clicked on the Google Slides. Okay, and then now I'm ready. I can do a presentation and do all my stuff. Okay, that's just another way. So I'm going to X out of that, but I just want to show you the main reason you're going to be using Google Drive is for your Google Docs, and for chances are for presentations and things. There's going to be hardly any forms and stuff that you have to really do, but all of this, Google has a lot of cool things. All right. With that being said, guys, let me know if you have any questions, and if you're struggling. But I hope this was very helpful to teach you basically how to go ahead and use Google Classroom. Thanks.